Alright, so I'm gonna start this video off with what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna start this video off with a statement, right? So the statement for this video is gonna be that Michael Porter Jr. is a bitch. Alright, let's start this video. We got Booker up top, 9.5K going up against Orlando. I don't like the matchup. Booker hasn't been he hasn't been aggressive all season long, and I don't like that. We're looking at the last 5 games, and you can see a floor of 25 in 34 minutes. I don't care what the story is. I don't care the situation. 25 fantasy points for a guy that's supposed to be a great player is inexcusable. Yes, I know I always do say I don't care if you shoot 2 for 50, but 4 rebounds and 4 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal is not going to get it done. At the end of the day, this is fantasy sports, and a wise man once said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I'm not gonna use my $9,500 on I almost said Booker T on Devin Booker on a 6-game slate. When you have players that are not, when you have players that don't have the pedigree of Devin Booker, putting up gaudy fantasy numbers. Cunningham, $200 cheaper. He's in play. The ghost of Dame Dollar, 9,200. Milwaukee's in shambles. If he plays, if he's good to go, Lillard and Giannis are good plays because they need wins tremendously. Is this updated for today's game? I'm recording Sunday night. This is not updated because today's the 17th. What I'm trying to look for is Brunson's total numbers for Sunday's game. And then I'm going to tell you why we're looking for it. Brunson on Sunday put up 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists. That's not going to get it done at 8,900. You got Hart, Bridges, Cat, OG. They got to get their shots. That's taken away from Brunson's fantasy production. This time last year, he was 9,900, 10.5K, 10.2K. He's $8,900 for a reason. No, thank you. Halliburton, another punk bitch, 8,200. His price is his salary is dipping and his value is dipping because he ain't shit. I don't need Halliburton. We don't never know which Halliburton we're gonna get. Another guy, floor of 25. Inexcusable for a guy that was supposed to be a star. But I think we all come to realize that he's not really a star. He's just a punk ass bitch. Tyler Hero, it's an okay play. Philadelphia's in shambles too. I didn't realize their record was so bad. They're like 2-90. Hero's gonna play a lot of minutes. Look, at least his floor is 30, right? Last couple games, 6 for 16. If Butler doesn't play, Hero's in play. I don't want to play Jordan Poole. Washington's a mess. They're not trying to get better either. Suggs is okay, but Franz Wagner's the real star of that team. And he's going to continue to put that team on his back until Banchero comes back. They got a nice little core. Banchero, Wagner. Suggs doesn't really need to score. He plays defense. They just get some other pieces around them, and they'll be all right. They'll be all right. What else we got here? We got Kobe White. He's okay. He's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna play him. I'm not gonna put him in my one lineup. But now the guy I want to talk about is Van Vliet. He's been playing a lot better. Last 4 games he's been playing like, the Van Vliet we used to know. 34, 36, 48. I think he went for a 50 bomb as far as fantasy points on Sunday. So, you know what? If you're back, if you finally found yourself Mr. Van Vliet, I'm going to fire you up at $6,800. You see my point? We don't need to pay. I don't need to play Booker for that ceiling when I can get it from a guy for much cheaper. From a few different guys for much cheaper. I like keeping the lineups balanced. You know, in today's DFS, if you get one spot wrong, you could go fuck yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like the way Michael Porter Jr. made me go fuck myself today. You understand what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. Um, where are we? Jaden Ivey's fine. They got to fix Brogdon's price because this is updated for today. 22 minutes, 3 fantasy points. But I do know he's coming back from injury, so that's fine. Giddy's an okay play at 3K. Rozier looks better with no Butler. McCain is in play. He seems to be the only one with a heartbeat in Philly. Not interested in Carrington with Brogdon back. Tyus Jones is in play at 5,600. Davion Mitchell, if he starts, let me see this quickly. If he starts, he's an okay play, but I'm not a big fan of playing Davion Mitchell. Who else is here? Delon Wright price is coming up. He's not really. All right. He started the last 3 games, I want to say, or the last 2 games. He started, let's say the last 2 games to be safe, because I know one of these games, Rollins got hurt. So let's say he started against Detroit 27 minutes, 20 fantasy points, 33 minutes, 28 fantasy points. Doesn't really matter anyway because Lillard should be back. McConnell, if you're desperate, always a safe play. The rest of these guys I'm probably not going to be touching. Let's go to shooting guard. Levine's an okay play. Jalen Green's an okay play. Matherin's in play. Mikal Bridges, I don't mind. You could put him at small forward because that's usually the weaker position. Grady Dick, Agbaji, they're okay in the mid range. Shooting guard looking kind of weak also. The rest of these guys I won't be getting to. So I'm probably gonna end up paying up for a shooting guard. Any position that's weak, I'll pay up for that position. That way I don't gotta, put some dweeb in that spot and lose money. Wagner, 9-1, justified, 9.1K justified, fire him up. Barrett is in play. Paul George, they call him Pandemic P. They call him Pandemic P. They call him Podcast P. But I don't know. I don't want to play him. I don't believe in him. I don't believe that he cares. I think he cares more about flapping his gums than winning games. They are like 2-10, 2-11, whatever it is. Joel Embiid is out. Joel Embiid should be out. This is what we're gonna do. I think Joel Embiid is sick. This is what we're gonna do. Let's say I give this punk bitch the benefit of the doubt, and I say McCain and George are in play. And let's see what Paul George does. Let's give him one more chance. All right, Josh Hart's absolutely in play. OG's in play. Koulibaly, I thought he got hurt. We're keeping an eye on Koulibaly in the player pool. Same as Eason in the player pool. Oscar Thompson, 5,400. Fire him up. He's playing a lot of minutes off the bench. 5,400. He's fine. Okogie, they definitely hit us with the switcheroo today. They was starting Okogie last couple games, and then closer to lock they announced Plumlee starting with Nurkic. My mind was blown. However, Kogi went back down to 16 minutes after he played very well. This is the thing I don't understand with the NBA. You got a guy playing very well, right, on both ends. Why are you limiting his minutes? I don't know. Whatever. Highsmith. See, I stared at him today. I'm like, he's getting the minutes, and I was gonna pull the trigger. Then my brain woke up, and I snapped out of it. Thank goodness. All right. Who else is here? All right. Before we go to power forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up a video. If you're struggling to cash, if you don't have time to wait for starting lineups, you don't have time to wait for news, no problem. Check out the Patreon, link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. I'll send you my finalized optimal lineups right before lock. All you gotta do is reserve your contest, and I'll send out the lineups maybe 15 minutes before lock. That's how close the NBA is cutting it with starting lineups and news. We definitely had a FanDuel early slate takedown, and I'm working on 2 more takedowns for this showdown slate. Well, DraftKings is more clear cut. FanDuel, I need the kicker to do some things. I need some things, some things to think, but hopefully it works out in our favor. Let's go to power forward. And that's the only thing saving Michael Porter from a longer tongue lashing. That we had a good day today. If we didn't have a good day today, oh man, I would have dug into Michael Porter's whole family tree. All right, Giannis. Oh, angry Giannis. I'm gonna have to find value and play him. Angry Giannis. The minutes are there, obviously. My man's had 97 fantasy points a couple days ago. You gotta play him. He's angry. They need a win. This is crazy. Well, fire him up. Siakam's in play, but he's not dependable like that. What's his floor? 23, 34, 29. Look at this. He's an okay play. He should be actually like 6,500. Kuzma. I'm not gonna say nothing about Kuzma. I'm not playing it, but I'm not gonna say anything because I have nothing nice to say. He's not even playing a lot of minutes. He's barely playing over 30 minutes. This is supposed to be a star. Washington is putrid. Washington's been bad ever since I can remember. They had one little glimpse of hope when they had Gilbert Arenas. I think they had Gilbert Arenas and Larry Hughes. At some point, they had Chris Webber. That was a little bit before that, but the team was never good. Gilbert Arenas made them viable, but they kept running into a young LeBron James, and that team was awful too. But they won games. Washington never tried. They never tried. Even when they got John Wall, that team was still not that good. I'm sorry. If you're a Washington fan, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Washington's trash. Where are we? All right. Back to Bobby Porter, 67. I don't really need Bobby Porter's at 6,700 where Giannis is going to go berserk and then Lillard's going to need his shots too. Bobby Porter's is not a bad play. But I want to play players that can reach have the ability to reach the top of their ceiling. You feel me? Harris, you could take a shot. Sarr, if he's your last man, then okay, no problem. Not really interested in Caleb Martin, but I understand it. What happened to Jabari Smith Jr. needs to be investigated. And when I say investigated, he should be better than what he is. That's all I mean. Oh, he played well today, 35 minutes. Oh, not today. This was what, Friday? On the 15th, 35. But this is the thing, 17 minutes, 26 minutes, 35 minutes. He's so up and down. You don't know when he's going to go off, and you don't know when he's going to get minutes, or you don't know when he's going to get benched. That's the problem with Jabari Smith Jr. That's why he's $4,900. Because you're going to get people that's going to game log watch and be like, oh, he's good. No, you got to tell the whole story when you're talking about fantasy. Who else is here? Yabusele, we could take a shot on with no Embiid. Boucher, if you're desperate. I don't trust Highsmith's minutes. Kevin Love has been like a 2.2 fantasy point per minute player, but he's not getting a lot of minutes. 36 fantasy points in 12 minutes is diabolical. I don't know why they're playing him 12 minutes. They sent him to Miami to go to a perennial championship team, and Miami is not that. So send him somewhere. The Silva, no thank you. The rest of these guys I'm not touching. Let's go to center and let's wrap this up. All right, I already seen that Embiid was doubtful. Now it's saying questionable. Let's just say he doesn't play. Cat 9K and play Bam. What did Bam do? Is this updated? Yes, it is. 37 fantasy points. Another fucking failure. I don't know. I don't get it. Every year you're supposed to get better and better. This fucking guy just stays the same. Give me Sengun at 8.1K. Give me Vooch. Give me Pirtle. I've been playing Pirtle for 3 weeks straight. And all them Pirtle lineups cash. 7,700 fire his ass up. Miles Turner's a good play. I'll still try to find Cat. I'll try to find the salary to play Pirtle though. Nurkic, I'm not interested in. Brook Lopez, I'm not interested in with Giannis there. Drummond, I don't trust. They might bench him for Yabusele if Embiid doesn't play. Wendell Carter, I don't want him off of injury. Valanciunas off the bench is risky. If they start plumbing again, that's an okay play at 48. And if you have a fire lineup and Kevin Love is your last man in, I get it. Or Jalen Smith, fine, no problem. They're going to play a little bit of minutes, but they do have a little bit of an upside. But that's if you're playing multiple lineups. If you're playing your one lineup, I wouldn't risk it on a biscuit. But listen, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. The Patreon is free to join. And then if you decide to upgrade, you could upgrade. And if I do happen to get another takedown today, I'm going to post it in the free Patreon so y'all can see what time it is. But I'm going to go in and get out of here. And I hope y'all had a profitable Sunday. And I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.